Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Journey to Tech with Courage. Today's video is going to be a little different, as at this time I'm going to be sharing my story of how I journeyed into the tech space. It was filled with lots of ups and downs, and I want to share it with you so that some of the points can help you in your journey to the tech space. This will be like a 3 to 4 part series. So are you ready to embark on this journey with me? If you are ready, let's go. Once upon a time, on an island in the middle of the sea, there was a young man who just graduated from university with a computer science degree. He thought that he was in a good field and it would be easy to get a job in tech. But his journey took him longer than he would expect. He experienced several twists, turns, and mazes before he landed a job in a tech company. That young man was me. It took me 7 long years to land a permanent job in a tech company. I am now ready to tell my story. So buckle up and get ready to sit in my shoes as I share with you the ups and downs of this journey. Chapter 1: Season of Rejections. I sent out tons of applications, but I got numerous rejections for jobs. Even after interviews I thought went well. Whenever a letter came from a company instead of a call, and I opened it and saw a rejection, I felt so discouraged. Look at this letter. Are you guys familiar with a rejection letter like this? They thank you for attending the interview, but mentioned that other candidates had more experience than you. This caused me to wonder, you need experience to get a job, but how else are you supposed to get the experience? This meme says it all. Let it sink in for a moment. These constant rejections made me feel dejected, demotivated, and depressed. And yet, despite all these setbacks and all these negative feelings, I still persevered. I knew I had to do something. It was urgent. I had bills to pay, and I also needed to start my career. The first thing I did, I had to start learning skills companies were asking for. I had to use the internet to learn some programming languages that companies kept asking for on their job description. But accessing the internet back in those days was not so easy. I remember first having to walk about 10 to 15 minutes from my home to the town center to catch a taxi cab like that, which would take me half an hour to the next community for me to access the internet, because that is where reliable internet was at the time. And the journey down in that taxi was not the most comfortable. In this small taxi, 5 persons were squeezed into the back, while 2 persons were squeezed into the single front passenger seat. You were squeezed to a pulp to the extent where you felt like your bones could crack like sardines in a tin. It was not comfortable, but I had to do what I had to do. Also, I had to get my resume reviewed because that could be a significant problem. So I got my resume revamped, and I also sent it to a family member so that mistakes could be spotted way before sending it out to a company. I also had to revamp and really supercharge my interviewing skills, because that was a significant part of the problem. I wasn't coming across well in interviews, I was nervous, I was not confident, but thankfully I had family and friends who coached me. The only thing I could say I could have probably still improved in that regard was in addition to doing more general interviews, where you handle typical general interview questions, I could have done more mock technical interviews so that I could have been more prepared for the technical interviews that came up. I also had to take whatever job was available. There's a saying in Jamaica that goes, take what you get till you get what you want. Translated literally to English means take what you get until you get what you want. The reality is I had bills to pay, so I had to take whatever job was available so that I could provide for myself. The first job I got was a computer technician, but unfortunately that was only full-time for 2 months, and then I worked 1 to 2 weeks for the next 9 months, which meant significantly less money. But at least less money was better than no money. During this time, I was still trying to get full-time jobs, but still no success. After that, I had to take a job in customer service. Thankfully though, there was a project where they were implementing a new system, and because of my degree in computer science, they enrolled me on this project, so I started getting some experience. But I was still applying to tech jobs, and nothing was working out. So in this process, I still felt discouraged, depressed, and I did not know what else to do. But finally, after several months, possibly 2 years into the whole process, I applied for a particular company, did an interview, and I got a job in that tech firm. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to start, and I was like, finally, yes, I'm gonna start advancing my IT career. I'm gonna start getting the experience, and I'm gonna grow leaps and bounds. But little did I know that this success would soon be swiftly overturned. You wanna know what happened? Tune in next week and I will tell you that part of the story. In the meantime, to know when the next episode drops, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your notifications. I also would like you to comment and tell me what has been your experience trying to get a job. I'm eager to hear your stories as well. I will certainly see you in the next episode of this journey to tech with Cretch.